Alright guys, so we are back with another build video, upgrade video I guess, of this fucking beast. So, what I'm going to do today is I am going to build another burn pot. So in my whole process here, when I first started this build, I was having problems with my memory cards on my memory on my phone being plugged up, and then my GoPro between the batteries dying and the memory card getting filled, and I had nothing to put it on because the computer was fucking garbage that I was using. So I ended up ordering a laptop. I got extra batteries, I got way more storage now, so it's game on. Unfortunately, when I was doing all this, I didn't get much of the like this of the door or the hinges or the door latch or the burn pot or the air tube, like the main shit, like the cool shit. I only got like me putting the tubes in and the rebar on and a little bit of the blower box. But I'm new to all this whole videotaping shit. I'm new to it all, so I apologize for all that. Like, I know it would piss me off if I was like seeing something like this and like, that's fucking cool, I want to build one of them. And then you go to watch the videos and like it's not really much of what you want to see. So I'm sorry for that, but I'm working on it. So anyways, today I'm gonna set you guys up in the tripod here. I'm gonna build another burn pot. I'm gonna build it exactly like the one that's in there. Unfortunately, this stove is running right now, so I can't get the measurements off of my burn pot, because to paint you a picture right quick, I have, if you watch some of my other videos, you'll see that I have a piece of square tubing right there, right under there, that comes from the bottom of my blower box, or blower house, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I call it a blower house because my blower goes in it and it's the shape of a fucking house. So anyways, so yeah, that feeds the air tubes up here, the air exchanger tubes, but it also feeds the blower pipe here, the blower tube that goes underneath and feeds the flame. So I have some clips of me putting in some panels in the bottom of this. I just put some tapered panels in the bottom just to kind of funnel the air down towards that pipe more, and then I put a divider piece in it as well, so that it'll kind of split the air and it'll come up this way and then also come down here and want to like stay down here a little bit more, just so it puts more pressure there. So I did all that, fired it up. I noticed a little bit of a difference, not very much of a difference, as to what I want the flame to look like. It's really yellow right now, and I know it's because it's just not getting much air. Like, that's a really powerful blower, but it's a 2-inch pipe. I should have used way bigger. I didn't literally watch, I watched a couple videos on YouTube of these fucking things, but none of them was how I wanted to build it. So I just kind of went off of what I thought would work. Unfortunately, some of that didn't work, and one of it was that 2-inch pipe. So like, it will work, but I just had to do some modifications and stuff, like the tapered panels and all that shit. I should have used like 2x4 tubing or something, like something bigger, right? Or made my own ductwork that come in and then come up. Would have been a better idea. If I was to do it again, I would probably make my own ductwork and do like a 2-inch by 6-inch slot or whatever that comes from the bottom of this blower box here, and it comes down and then comes over, and then it angles up like 3 inches, and then I would taper that into a 2-inch piece of square tubing that comes up that my blower pot would sit on top of. So it would just come through here and then squeeze up into that and just create a lot of pressure, right? With more PSI, which is what I would do again if I was to do it. So if you're gonna build one of these, fucking try that. Let me know how it works. I think that would work like really good. But what I'm gonna do is not that. So I ended up doing the taper pieces, like I said. Now in my blower pot, kind of looks like that, like inside the stove there, right? And it's capped off here, and then I have 5 holes drilled on the face of each one of these, and then I have a hole on the top and the center. All right. So then, obviously, the square is cut through there. This 2 1/4 piece will be welded inside of this 2 3/4. Kind of like that, something like that, and then this would slot down over the 2-inch pipe in there, right? So I mean, I could just put this up and cancel this, but my thought is that this here is like where it goes up and just expands that little bit. It'll create like a combustion chamber almost, like the air will come up and then it'll just get jammed there, right, in that bigger area, because it'll obviously be more pressure there than there. I don't fucking know. That's my thought anyways. But my holes that I drilled in there are too fucking big, I think. I think they're way too big. I was like, well, bigger holes, more air. That's not the case, I don't think, from what I'm observing here. So what I'm gonna do now is build another one of these. Instead of taking that one and fixing it, I'm just gonna build another one. I mean, these pots are fucking $3 at Value Village, so mint. I'm gonna drill smaller holes. I'm gonna start with 1/8. That friggin' cotton blade, Lord Jesus, that's halfway to a friggin' grinding disc. That's some thick. Those are, don't like them. Forgot I got these stupid glasses. Don't need that. Alright, so here's what we're working with now. What do you guys see over there? What can you see? Alright, yeah, you can still see. Perfect. So, now what we got going on is, so we got this one cut to this length. You know, it's not, there's like, I appreciate all the love on this build, I really do. I was not expecting it literally to get a fucking fraction of what it did for, and it's still getting, which is crazy. It just keeps climbing for views and attention. I don't know, I think it looks fucking badass myself. I love it. I love the way that it turned out. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with myself for building it. But I was not expecting to get any of them, and I appreciate it, I really do. But people got to understand that the way that I build shit, even though I guess it turns out cool, I don't like to sit down and do a drawing or have plans for the most part. As you guys can tell by my scatterbrainness, I'm kind of all over the place, right? So, and like, I fucking hate a plan and I hate drawings, because when I draw something out and it looks sick, sometimes I can draw something out and it might be a little too far-fetched from what I want to spend or the time that I want to put in or something like that. So I just fuck that, I don't do that. And when I do that, or when I don't do that, I should say, I always end up putting way more time and way more money into something, but I enjoy it also, like a lot more. because there's just no measuring tape. There's no fucking plans. There's no nothing. It's just you're eyeballing something, and you're just. I mean, I do use a measuring tape. I use the measuring tape on that somewhat, not really for the most part. Just basically to get dimensions of the barrel. That was pretty much it. The rest of it just kind of all played out. But I just don't like a measuring tape. I don't like plans. So for people asking me what my build plans are and PDF files to download and shit, I'm very sorry to say, but I don't even know what that is. So I do not have them. I don't have a plan. I highly suggest if you're going to build something like this, or build fucking anything at all for that matter, don't have a plan, man. Especially if you don't know what you're doing. Like, you think I'm a friggin' fucking Boilermaker or something like that, or a heat exchanger something, or went to college for that stuff? No, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. It just made sense in my head how it works, and it works. It works really good, actually. It's been steady sitting at 350 degrees. The stove is. So, and I don't know what it's putting out for heat. It normally puts out half of what it's reading there, so about 150 degree heat's coming out them tubes. I'd say I can check them, but anyways, yeah, so it works. Don't have a plan. Now back to the plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of 3/4 inch square tubing. I'm going to weld it. Weld this piece to this. That's all funky. Yeah, ain't straight at all. That looks relatively straight-ish. This side here is really fucked up, so let's weld them two together. Okay, do you like it? Put her down like that. Oh yeah. Nothing wrong with that. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's okay. That's gonna be fucking piping. Alright, so now we got that on. Clean that up right quick. I'm gonna keep you guys right with me here. I'm not gonna do fucking much editing on this just because I don't know. Some people, it's crazy. You edit something and people are like, what are you doing that for? And then you don't edit something. Right. Some fucking long video. Yeah. That's basically that. So we got her welded up there. Bottom is all welded all the way around. That's nice. Now the top looks like shit. So I gotta get a guys ain't even allowed to see this one. Don't even fucking think about asking. That looks like shit. Holy fucking smoky. Got to turn my exhaust fan. So, anyway. We got some stuff going on now. What do we want to do for... Woo! Baby spicy. What do we want to do for holes? What do we got for drill bits? I got the old handy benchmark. That's 1/8 right there, I think. Yeah. So that's what I think we'll do, is we'll do 1/8. Alright, so now what we're going to do is cut that down. I'll get my plasma cutter plugged in here. Get that square cutter at the bottom of the pot here. And then we'll get it that piece welded in, and then it's just... Does that look center to you? Okay. Perfect. I'm gonna go look at a picture right quick on my phone. I think I can get a rough idea anyway. I'm estimating like 4 inches. But does that look right? You guys? Let's just go with that. That's what I'm thinking for this. So basically that's that, right? Like I just still gotta cut the hole in the side here for my 1-inch copper pipe there that slots into the side there. And then it's done. But I'm not going to do that obviously until the stove's shut off, and then I can sit it down onto the thing and then figure out where the copper pipe's going to meet up with the side here, and then I'll drill it. But that's literally just a step drill bit. You drill it to the size of the copper pipe. Pretty straightforward. And then as for the lid there, the rotor, I just gotta it sits on and it actually sits right down in this groove, which is nice. And that's that slides over top of the 2-inch pipe that I got Whew, that baby's hot. Over the 2-inch pipe that's inside the burn chamber now. But I think that's gonna work out a lot better, those small holes. I really do. Anyways, so I'll see you guys tomorrow with a startup video.